Hello, everybody. It's Friday. That means it's time for another topic of the week. So, first things first, last week's topic on the return of Necromunda. Lots of thoughts there. It seems like a lot of people are pretty excited about it. I did do some pre ordering of my own. So, I'm looking forward to it. Might give it a try, but at the very least, I am looking forward to the awesome miniatures. And I'm excited to see what other gangs they come out with after these two. We know we're getting more. Um, as always, last week's topic is linked down below, so you can go check that out. This week's topic on Adepticon. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Adepticon 2018. I know it's still many months away, 4 or 5 months away, something like that. But registration opens tonight. If you're not registering yet and you want to get into any of the hobby stuff, I would highly recommend you go do it right now. But I wanted to throw out a little thing about Adepticon and just ask, are you going? Have you ever been before? Are you interested in it? And I wanted to talk about it for a moment since tonight's the night to register for a bunch of stuff because events fill up very quick at Adepticon. Like I would imagine by tomorrow, many of the events will be just sold out. So I thought it'd be pertinent to do this quickly. So Adepticon is one of my two favorite conventions in the year. Those two being Adepticon in March and Nova Open in September. And I would say if you can, Adepticon is located in Schaumburg, just a suburb of Chicago, Illinois. It is from March 21st through the 25th of 2018 next year. And I would say if there's any way you can go or you're interested in any kind of wargaming, it's really a great place to be. They have massive tournaments and events around pretty much everything. There's going to be a whole lot of Age of Sigmar and 40k and Necromunda and Shadespire, all the Games Workshop games. But they'll also be Infinity. They have an incredible Malifaux setup every year. They're going to do a bunch of different Star Wars things this year. I know there's big Star Wars events for all the new Star Wars games and the existing ones. So it's going to be a really big year for the convention, I suspect. It's been growing consecutively every year. I think this will be one of the biggest ever. It's also home to one of the largest painting competitions in the country in Crystal Brush, which is a very tough competition, but it also has some of the top talent in the world who come to compete in it, largely because its top prize is like $10,000. That'll motivate you to paint a miniature. So the all in all, it is incredibly fun. It's 3 or 4 days of hanging out with everybody who wants to geek out on wargaming, and that's why I love it. It is rare that I get to spend so much time with people who are as enthusiastic about playing the game, about hobbying, about everything related to wargames as I do at Adepticon. So if you get the chance, I would highly recommend you go. There are an incredible slate of hobby seminars this year. And they will fill up very fast. So if you're watching this Friday night or Saturday morning or something, I would highly recommend you. And you're at all thinking about going, now's the time to go lock in those because they sell out fast. I am going to be teaching 4 classes this year. I'm not doing this to promote that. If you want to take a class with me, that's fantastic. But there are amazing people teaching there. Ben Komitz, Matt DiPietro, Sergio Calvo is going to teach a class. Banshee's teaching classes. Dave Powell's and Damon Drescher and Duncan is teaching a bunch of classes from coming over from Games Workshop. Like he is teaching a bunch. Oh my God, he is teaching like morning to night every day. And so many more people. Like I'm leaving a ton of names out, but like there are just Aaron Lovejoy and Rhonda Bender and Elizabeth Beckley and Mark Maxey and just like if it's a name you know in the painting scene that does amazing work, they're probably teaching classes at Adepticon. So no matter what you're concerned to learn, you can learn it here. If you want to learn some great weathering from somebody, Justin McCoy is teaching several classes there, and he's one of the best guys with weathering in the world, right? So no matter what you're thinking about doing, from learning to make terrain to doing pigment and MDF stuff, to doing green stuff, to doing advanced painting, painting for speed, painting for fun, whatever. There's so many amazing hobby classes there, and it is really your best chance to meet these people, to ask questions, and to elevate your hobby to the next level, or to take your own personal next step. It was a big part for me in my own development, I know, to take a lot of classes at a lot of conventions. So it is something I would highly recommend. If you have the chance, do it. There's lots of them, and many of them are quite reasonably priced. I mean, these people are putting hours out there of their teaching for what amounts to not a lot of money and investment. What you're going to learn can be used for years and years to come. It's taking 20 or 30 bucks into a class that's going to teach you techniques you're going to utilize for the rest of your life is really pretty minimal. So, at any rate, whether you're going to play the games or to learn stuff or to just hang out, Adepticon 2018, that's kind of this week's topic. I want to know, are you going? What are you interested in? What are you doing there? Throw it down below. If you're not going, what's holding you back? I mean, obviously, if you're overseas or something, that's probably the thing holding you back. And I get that. That's a challenge. It's a tough journey to make. But if you're here in the States and you're in the area, I really would recommend you go. It'll be a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you see me there, because I will be there wandering around the whole time in addition to the teaching, don't ever hesitate to stop and say hi. I always like to talk to people and shake hands and whatever. So there you go. Registration is live now. I'll throw the link down there so you can go directly to it if you're interested. But otherwise, look forward to your responses. Look forward to seeing you at Adepticon. And as always, we'll see you next time.